A 22-year-old man is in custody and expected to be charged with the assassination of right-wing commentator Charlie Kirk. The suspect has been identified as Tyler Robinson, who was recognized by relatives in CCTV images that were released to the public. Sky News Washington correspondent Annalise Nielsen joins us live now with the latest. Annalise, investigators seem pretty confident they have their man.
And look, this is after there were a few false starts with this. Two separate people were brought into custody and then later released. And so the pressure really was on to make sure that this was the right person. And investigators say they have a number of bits of evidence, so they're confident it is. The reports are that he's not talking to police and that it was his family that handed him in, reaching out to a family friend who then notified the sheriffs after witnessing all the footage that was released by the FBI and the governor's office the day before, as they fought frantically to track down who was responsible for the assassination of Charlie Kirk, which has just erupted across America as a huge story issue around violence and politics. And so they really did need to track him down. What they've said essentially is they have now enough bits of evidence that they can confirm that this is the right person, but he still is yet to be charged. They're saying that will happen next Tuesday. Here's how this news unfolded today. It was first announced by President Donald Trump at an appearance on Fox, and then later officials gave a formal press conference.
I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. I hope he's going to be found guilty, I would imagine, and I hope he gets the death penalty. What he did, Charlie Kirk was the finest person. He didn't deserve this.
Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate. And
they are more confident now that he acted alone, and the question, of course, has been around what was the motivation. One of the clues that they have are the messages he carved into the bullets that were left at the scene. Now, the first one was a bullet casing, which was from the single bullet that was fired. On it was an engraving that said, "Notices, bulges, OWO, what's this?" So that's a reference, we've now learned, to a popular internet meme which references a community who call themselves furries, who are people who cosplay animals, and it's quite the subsection of the internet. Then on the other bullets that were engraved, these unfired casings, the first one said, "Hey fascist, catch," and then had these arrow markings. That's apparently a reference to some online war games. The second was "Oh Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Ciao, Ciao." That's a reference, we've been told, to a song that's often used by an anti-fascist movement, anti-capitalist movement. And then the last one was "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO." And the inference we've been told there is just simply a puerile joke. And so this gives you some insight, and it should be noted that yesterday there was reporting saying that there was transgender ideology written on the bullets. That was reported initially by the Wall Street Journal, and it appears that that was something of a misinterpretation by whoever put that information out there. This is all that the FBI has told us that there has been engraved on these bullets.